Hello everyone and welcome to the Metro. I am here outside Pancake House having a hot chocolate. There's a bit of a wind behind me, so hopefully that's not gonna mess up the audio. Anyway, so it's funny. I started this channel exactly right in this area, and right here to be exact, behind those, somewhere around that, somewhere around the area where that SUV is. I made my first video for this channel right there. I was talking about the brick road, and in that journey of 5 years, a lot of things have happened, a lot of things have changed. I did try almost everything that my brain could think of, that may help the channel move forward, and we have. We're not as quick as other channels. We are a tiny YouTube channel in a way. I did everything: walking, exploring supermarkets, reviewing bit of food, trying to give you Filipino history, or at least history about the area. I tried it all. And the one thing that you may conclude in that kind of perspective is that, for the most part, I am an observer. I've observed things around me and around the world for a very long time. Now, while doing that, I've also been active with walking live stream, as I've mentioned so many times. And perhaps some of you know me from there and know my personality from that kind of genre. Oh, it's so windy. And as you may have noticed lately, and as I've mentioned, at, as the as 2025 ended, 2026 would be a year where I do a lot more talking. I do a lot more sitting down, and that walks, well, it may not be as frequent anymore. So, and here's why. Um, it's a paradigm shift on my part, because I've been an observer for so many years. Like I said in a previous video, I've been the background. I feel like the pilot in that movie Casablanca. And somehow I wanted to give the background a voice. And not just a voice, not just shouting into the void like everyone else. A gentle whisper that I exist. And maybe in that void, my frequency lands to someone who cares. I understand, excuse me, I understand that from the very beginning I've actually tried this kind of videos, and the viewership isn't high. It's been mostly double digits, and it was frustrating, of course. I thought I would never do it, but the truth of the matter is, this video isn't just for viewership, for finding viewers. This is more of finding myself as well. It's for me. I do this to express myself, to express my thoughts and my feelings. And I hope that it resonates with someone who watches this video. Like I said, I'm sending out the frequency, hoping that it lands to someone who cares. That is my goal for these videos. That is my plan. I mean, looking at the world right now, looking at how things have become, even as far as, if we go back during the pandemic, yeah, I got to know a lot of people. And not only just know them like acquaintance kind of know them, but you got to know them pretty well. That sometimes your assumptions about them are completely wrong. That you thought people would be behind your back, but they're not, you know. They hide behind a certain cloth of pretension. I have shifted from just being, well, at least a realization. Maybe it's not a shift, maybe it's not a complete change in my life, but I've kind of gotten to know myself by the means of this media of YouTube. I got to know myself even more, that I am a spiritual pragmatist. I am not here to pontificate on anything. And I've heard people do that even without knowing the context of what they need to be pontificating about. And I'm not gonna, what basically I want to do is just tell you my thoughts and feelings. The jokes that, you know, I tend to give out before will still be there. My ideas about cars will still be there. But the jokes are my coping mechanism to all the things that I've been through. I mean, I'm gonna try, of course, not to make this as a venting out channel. You know, but I want my voice to be heard. I want somehow my stories, my experiences, maybe land on someone who may say, I've been through that, or I know someone who has been through that, or I can relate to that kind of experience. And maybe that makes a good connection. I know your goal in YouTube is to find viewers and subscribers, and yes, I still dream of it, but no longer no longer am I tied to that idea alone. I still want to reach my goals in YouTube, but on my own terms, not on what an algorithm tells, or not on what other YouTubers do. On my own script. I'm writing my own script for this one. And like I said, the sit-down videos are mostly for me as well. for far too long I've been part of the background, and I want to give that background a voice, because right now the people who are holding the microphone are sometimes insensitive, not smart, and cruel. I hope that my stories will at least give you a sense of who I am, and also maybe a realization to, maybe not to yourself, but to some people you may know, that despite the silence, the most effective way of helping them is just by saying hello. And that to me is powerful enough that if my stories can make you say hello to someone and help them step out of the silence, that is the start of at least a revolution of kindness that the world really needs right now. Because you've seen how crazy the world is. I'm not gonna go into the politics of it or the social construct of things. But I hope that in the coming videos that I will be sharing, let's go beyond what's in front of us. Let's go beyond the noise of the void. Let's feel that texture of context. There's more to just people surrounding you. There are stories to tell. And I hope mine would be something that will have a little bit of lesson for you to take in.
Una ako?
There is so much hope, but what you see is disheartening, right? So let's face it. I mean, let's be real for a bit. Yes, we can be hopeful, and those could be great guidelines to who we are as a person. But let's also not deny what this reality of the cruelty, of the insensitivity, especially those from toxic people that we interact. Because if you deny the voice of someone who is hurting, who is in pain or is struggling, you're not helping them, you're burying them. So this paradigm shift of my channel, from just showing you things to telling you things, is, well, it's more than just an evolution. Maybe it's a devolution. But it is a change. It is a journey and a path that I am scared to take, but I think the only path that I'm left with for me to just be able to walk around, to feel the sense that I'm not alone in this universe. Because I'm trying to find that other voice that will say, yes, I hear you. I understand what you're going through. I know some of you, especially those who have been with me for a very long time, have some certain expectations about my content, especially those who have watched my walking contents and all those things, my food reviews and all. And I completely appreciate you staying on with me. But it's not that I'm leaving it all behind. It's just that for once, I want a part of me more on this video. I want the realization of who I am. And that is a paradigm shift that I want to take. It's scary, it's uncertain, and I hate uncertainty. I hate actually waiting for something I don't know what will happen, you know? That's that's one part of my personality that kind of grinds my gear. That, you know, there are things that I'm don't have control with. I'm not a control freak at all, but you know, I hate waiting for things to happen because of others. You know, and maybe this is also me taking the controls, the steering wheel, so to speak. And I'm not saying, you know, I've veered off into a cliff. No, it's just that I want to make this a I want to make this part of my channel. I want you guys to know that I'm not just someone behind the camera, that I'm also human. I have flaws. I have, you know, behind the laughter, there's also sadness as well. There's also scariness as well. It's facing reality, but still being behind the camera. So I hope you continue to be on my journey here at the Metro. And again, I truly appreciate you watching this video. Please do give it a like, share, and subscribe. And I'll finish my hot chocolate right now. And hope to see you soon. Again, here at the Metro. Bye, folks.